Hello, today I am going to be talking about multicultural literature, and I'm talking about why we need it in our classrooms and the importance of it, and if it's authentic, and how we can go about finding ways to see if our texts are authentic. The objective for today is that teachers will be able to select authentic multicultural texts for their classrooms. And later on, I will talk about the handout that I will give. But first, I wanted to talk about the books that I've put on my s'more. And the first one is African American Literature Examples. So I put Knock Knock, which is a great African American literature book about a father and a son. And Working Cotton is about working at a young age and the day you begin. It's also a wonderful book to explore. Book Fiesta is a Latino literature example, as well as Too Many Tamales and Separate is Never Equal. Another one is Native American literature examples, which is The First Strawberries, All Around Us, and Black Bear, Red Fox. And there are Chinese American literature examples, such as Ling and Ting, not exactly the same, Grandfather's Journey, and Dim Sum for Everyone. And then the last example that I have are the disabilities and differences between literature examples. There's Walk With Me and Six Dots and Tango Makes Three. And those are all good examples of children that are either different or penguins that are different or children with disabilities. So they showcase all of those wonderful things. And then the next thing I wanted to talk about, as an educator, I think it's hard to decide or know if your book is authentic. And with this class, we had an article by Abington, if that's how you pronounce it, Selecting Appropriate Native American Children's Literature. And what I did is I took the questions that he provided, and instead of saying Native American, I just put a line, but I left the examples so you could see. So you could take anything such as the African American literature examples, and you could say, number 1, are the traditional settings authentic? And then it gives an example. And number 2, is the traditional culture accurately portrayed? Number 3, is the diversity of African American literature cultures accurately presented? Or if you were looking at something else, you could say, is the diversity of Native American cultures accurately presented? And you just fill in the blank. And number 4, are the factual and historical details accurate? Number 5, does the book amend historical details accurately? Number 6, does the book transcend common stereotypes of Chinese Americans, Native Americans, Latino Americans? Easy. And then number 7, are the Native Americans portrayed as individuals instead of representatives of a group? And you fill in that blank there. Number 8, does the author avoid glamorizing, glorifying, or stereotyping Chinese American characters? Fill in the blank there too. Does the dialect have a legitimate purpose, and does it avoid the stereotypical Native American language, Latino language? Number 10, will children be able to relate to the characters in the text and illustrations? Number 11, does the author accurately describe contemporary reservation and urban settings? Number 12, are social issues and problems depicted frankly, accurately, and without oversimplification? Number 13, do Latinos solve their problems without interventions by non-Latino people? Or do Native Americans solve their problems without intervention by non-Native American people? Number 14, does the author avoid offensive or degrading vocabulary? an example of this would be such as like Indian Joe or what have you, with whatever culture you are working with. Number 15, are the illustrations authentic and non-stereotypical? And number 16, does the book reflect a respect for African American people and their cultures, for Native American people and their cultures? You just fill in the blank there. And like I said before, I referenced Abington and got some really wonderful questions that you could take, and you can just go through each book and ask yourself those questions and look at the examples and see if you have authentic material, authentic multicultural literature within your library, and if you're reading aloud or if you're teaching from it, you can ask yourself, are these books legitimate? Are they representative of the culture, or are they stereotypical and not authentic? And if you answer no to any of these questions, odds are it's not an authentic text, and you can find plenty of authentic multicultural texts. And I've learned that through taking this class. So I hope you have learned a little bit about multicultural books and that you feel like you can pick authentic texts. Have a good day.